Seaton in Devon, Kronic the Wedgehog.
A first-time entry to the wars, a pneumatic flipper and spike provide the weapons. It has that polycarbonate shell, a top speed of 10 miles an hour. It's not sonic, but Kronic is not moronic, so beware.
Hi, my name is Dave Lang from Team Kronic. This is our robot, Kronic the Wedgehog. It's powered by two Sinclair C5 motors. It has a pneumatic front flipper and a pneumatic spike on the back, which fires out about that far. Hopefully we should do some damage there.
From Norwich, the number 13 seed, Gravedigger.
Reached the semi-finals of the last wars. It has an aluminium-plated shell, is driven by two 750-watt, 1-horsepower motors. It has a hydraulic ramming arm capable of sinking any opponent 6 feet under. Many a robot here met the grisly grin of the Gravedigger last time around. Manic Mutant and then Mortis surprisingly put in the pit. Next up was the Dark Destroyer, but in the series semi-finals, Stegosaurus proved too good for Gravedigger.
I'm Dave, Gravedigger team. This is Jonathan, our team captain. This is Owen, he's the artist and weapons operator. Jonathan's the driver. Gravedigger, you can see it's a wedge-shaped robot. It works off a 2-ton hydraulic ram working an arm, and the arm's worked off a CO2 gas cylinder. The main drive is 2 electric motors, and they drive 2 go-kart wheels.
From Norwich, Thermidor 2.
Got broiled in the last wars when the claws couldn't get to grips. The shell's aluminium power comes from 2 750-watt industrial electric motors, but I fear this might just become a prawn in the game for the more powerful. Last time around, they won their first battle against Blunderstorm fairly easily. But then when matched with Scutter's Revenge, didn't have enough power and ended up in the pit.
Hi, we're Team Lobster. My name's David, this is Ian, this is Eli. This is our robot Thermidor 2. We've got really grippy tyres, powerful claws, powerful flipper. And this war, we're going to win.
Roboteers, stand by.
Kronic the Wedgehog, father and son, John and Dave Lang, Mike Gardner in there as well. Thermidor 2, David Harding, Ian Harvey and Eli Kirkpatrick. And Gravedigger, another father and son team, John Chaplin, Dave Chaplin, Owen Ramsey.
2, 1, activate.
And at the moment, the Wedgehog on the attack on the Lobster. Thermidor 2 rose to the occasion. Kronic the Wedgehog, buffeted by Gravedigger, the seeded robot in this eliminator, seeded 13, and pushing in again on the back of the Wedgehog, smashing Thermidor 2 against the arena wall. Lifting underneath Thermidor 2 now is Kronic the Wedgehog with that front flipper. It's pneumatic. Thermidor 2 scuttling away into the deep recesses of the Robot Wars pool to come again. Flipping up on the front of Kronic the Wedgehog. You can see the sparks on the side of the arena, smoke as well. There's the descending pit. You don't want to stay there too long, Kronic. Gravedigger, classic wedge shape with again the hydraulic ram operating arm. Very dangerous, Gravedigger. Get off that arena flipper, Kronic. Thermidor backs away. Look at the claws ready to close in. This is a good battle, isn't it? Very, very level so far. Good aggression from all three. In comes Thermidor again, clacking the pincers together. Kronic's been aggressive, but I think Gravedigger has a problem with that weapon. We heard beforehand they had to readjust it, and I don't think the operating arm is operating. Thermidor 2. Oh, one of the claws is gone. Bent back and buckled, and now hangs limp, does it? One of those claws on the front of the Thermidor. Kronic the Wedgehog is the surprise here from Seaton in Devon, powered by the 2 C5 motors. And Gravedigger's on its side! Gravedigger, the seeded robot, in major, major trouble. Here was Thermidor doing the damage. Thermidor 2 got in with the flipper at the front of the Lobster. Underneath and up and over she goes. Well, Gravedigger could be in a coffin here. And they're digging deep the grave for the digger. And in comes Killalot, a massive 280 kilos. Moving slowly, only 1.8 meters a second, Killalot, but when he moves slowly, he moves inexorably. Oh! Gravedigger spun away Comes back to life now, it would seem, but I think it's too late. I think it was immobilised too long. We'll wait and see. It's trundling around the arena floor there, look. But I think the judges will have noted that it was immobilised for too long. We'll wait to hear from Craig, but that was some battle.